So, social media usually gets a bad rap for adding pressure when it comes to body image. But take a look at this TikTok video of this group of young people struggling with their eating disorder while being supported by a complete stranger.
Hi, if you ever have a hard time sitting yourself down for a meal, let's have a meal together. And in honor of my 18th birthday today, we will have a birthday celebration meal type thing. You can have any meal you want today. I'll have breakfast because breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. And my favorite breakfast is a medium caramel iced coffee with cream and liquid sugar and a pumpkin spice donut. I'll take the first bite to make it a little less intimidating, and then you can have your first bite after. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, your turn. That was so good. I am so proud of you. I know how hard that must have been, and I'm just so proud of you. Let's have our second bite together. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Joining us via Zoom from that video is Virginie. Welcome to the show, Virginie.
Hi, thank you so much for having me on the show.
Well, important information, and we appreciate you sharing your story. Can you tell us about your particular struggle with your eating disorder and the impact the pandemic had on it?
For me, I really started struggling in 7th grade when I would be at school and I would have a lot of other girls like in my grade or in my class like compare their waist sizes, even though we're all going through puberty and all our bodies are changing. They still wanted to, see who was the skinniest, who was the prettiest, who was the most socially acceptable. And that really affected my mental health and my own mental image of my body because I was at a perfectly normal weight, but I wanted to be skinnier. I wanted to be more than what I was. And right when the pandemic hit, I actually got hospitalized for my eating disorder, and I was extremely malnourished, and it made it extremely hard for me to have a good relationship with food afterwards because after I got out of the hospital, we were still in isolation, and being in isolation made it incredibly hard for me to consistently be encouraged to eat and feed myself because seeing food, it became more like a job, a chore, than me being able to just sit down and relax and enjoy what was in front of me.
Virginie, thank you so much for sharing the story. You're going to help so many people by coming on and sharing this with us. And how would you say that social media affected your eating disorder?
So, for social media, I think that there are good things and there are bad things. And for the positive side of social media, I have found videos like Sarah's where, she makes content for the purpose of, being able to say that, hey, I am here to eat with you if you are struggling, is a really like comforting thing. And for me, I had the video to encourage me to take the first bites, the first steps, and eventually everything gets easier from then.